KUAM News Headlines, presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson and the Adai Tano program. The all-new 2018 Kona by Hyundai, available at Cars Plus. IP&E Fueling Excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm Loving It, and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, an investigation is underway on an inmate found dead at the Department of Corrections. You may have noticed it over the weekend, new BOTA signs popping up just after the governor signs an executive order to enhance public safety. And with adult use of marijuana now legal in the CNMI, Nestor Lecanto has the latest on a local bill to legalize homegrown pot.
Hafaday and good evening.
Well, a police death investigation is underway after an inmate is found dead at the prison over the weekend. Corrections officers reported inmate Louis Hokog was found unresponsive inside his post-16 cell around 11 p.m. Friday. The officer contacting the platoon commander of the situation requesting for medical assistance. CPR was performed on the inmate before he was rushed to GRMC. Hokog was pronounced dead around 12:45 a.m. Now, the preliminary autopsy shows he died of natural causes, but the medical examiner is still awaiting lab results.
Our condolences to the family, and we hope to find the main cause of his death, and if in fact it was foul play, we'll make sure that the individuals responsible will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
DOC Director Tony Lamarena, as the unit was placed on temporary lockdown and his cell has been secured as it's a possible crime scene. Hokog was being held on a parole violation. Prison records show in October 2017 he was arrested after authorities raided his Dededo home and found the drug ice.
Trial is pushed back yet again for the defendants charged in connection to last year's murder at the prison. As reported, Idrit Manson Asar was found dead in his jail cell at the Hagatnya lockup. Though it was initially believed he died of natural causes, it was later discovered his cellmates had changed his clothes after he'd been brutally beaten and raped. 9 men were charged, but 3 have since resolved their cases. Jimmy Hadley pleaded out and agreed to testify against his co-defendants. Jeremiah Shizaki's case was dismissed without prejudice. This means he could be charged at a later time. And the charges against Albert Santos II were thrown out after prosecutors admitted it would be unlikely a murder charge against him would hold up at trial. That leaves Marvin Retcham, Eisler Miller, Benster Benjamin, Elas Cimarron, Bimson Minicio, and Andrew Reyes Jr. They're scheduled to face a jury on November 5th.
Moments after the administration announced the launch of Mandania 2.0 Crime Suppression Task Force Friday, new campaign signs from the BOTA gubernatorial team were quick to go up. Take a look at one of those signs. It's brought up some definite concern from the community. This one in agate showing an officer from the Mandania Drug Task Force. The governor on Friday, however, defended the effort is not political.
That is why we got the 40% increase that was promised so long ago. That is why we doubled the number of police vehicles. That is why 1,000% increase in ambulance or fire trucks. We should not politicize one event or another.
That was part of the governor's response when asked about the timing of the task force's creation and the lieutenant governor's gun-grabbing case. The governor's spokesperson today responded to the new BOTA sign, stating in part that it showcases the accomplishments of the Calvo Tenorio administration. And Governor Calvo has sent his official request to President Donald Trump for a major disaster declaration. He is asking that the entire territory be made eligible for public assistance, individual assistance, and the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program. Calvo writing that damage from Typhoon Mangkhut was widespread. Based on prelim damage assessments by FEMA and GovGuam, some 56 families of 300 people were displaced. Individual assistance includes temporary housing, repairs, replacement, food coupons, and distribution. The estimated commercial damage was $1 million, including $628,000 to building structures, $266,000 to equipment, and $117,000 to merchandise. The governor writing that federal assistance is needed as the situation is of such magnitude that effective response and recovery is beyond the capabilities of GovGuam.
A Dededo man is accused of attacking his neighbor after the victim refused to buy him beer. Robinson Reimers is charged with terrorizing with the special allegation of use of a deadly weapon during the commission of a felony, disorderly conduct, and harassment. Court documents say the victim at first agreed to get the alcohol, but only if the suspect would give him money for it. The suspect refused. That's when he allegedly punched his neighbor. The complaint states the suspect is accused of returning later that night with a machete and threatening to kill the victim and his dog. Police showed up to make the arrest. Authorities say the suspect was apparently drunk.
And police responding to a call of people loitering outside a Dead Hill game room leads to one man being placed under arrest for drugs. Jerry Anos is charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, harassment, and possession of a Schedule I controlled substance. Court documents state the suspect told the responding officer, quote, "You're lucky you're a police officer, otherwise you would regret bothering me." The cop asked what he meant by that. The suspect responded by looking at the officer and making a gunshot sound. During a search, police found 2 marijuana cigarettes and 2 small baggies with the drug ice. The suspect claiming he found it in the parking lot. He is also accused of threatening the arresting officer, stating, quote, "You will regret arresting me when I get out of jail." He again made another gunshot sound before being taken into custody.
He allegedly made out threats to stab 2 people as well as burn a Hagutnya restaurant to the ground. 38-year-old Jeff Rice Sykites is charged with 2 counts of terrorizing as a 3rd-degree felony with a special allegation for possession and use of a deadly weapon in the commission of a felony. Court documents state the defendant got into an argument with the victims at Carmen's Cha-Cha-Cha. That's when he allegedly grabbed a kitchen knife. When confronted by police, he reportedly admitted to making the threats and surrendered the knife.
Well, stick around for more news here on Primetime.
You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens,
it's a beautiful day.
We rely on the people we trust,
It's a beautiful,
who we can always count on,
beautiful day.
and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need
It's a beautiful day.
wherever you are. GovGuam employees, retirees, and survivors enroll today.
Win adventure in the ITNE Explore Your World Million Mile Giveaway. Every week from July 16 to November 2nd, we're giving away 60,000 United Mileage Plus miles to ITNE postpaid and prepaid subscribers. Imagine where you could go. Go on a weekend getaway to the Philippines. Enjoy fresh sushi in Japan. Itadakimasu. Sip a latte at a cafe in Paris. Or use your miles for shopping and other rewards. It's your world. Explore it.
Visitors make memories on our island. They contribute millions of dollars every year to our community. So what does that mean? Tourism keeps our island's culture alive.
And it strengthens our identity as Chamorros.
Tourism creates opportunities for local businesses to thrive.
The dishes I create feature local ingredients.
These ingredients come from local farms and create local jobs for farmers like us.
For every job we see in tourism,
There are hundreds more we don't see.
From teachers
To babysitters,
to engineers.
we all work in the tourism industry.
our visitor industry benefits everyone. It improves our income and gives back to our community.
meaning more opportunities for a better Guam.
Kids and Works for Guam.
I registered to vote because I understand it's important for my voice to be heard, especially concerning issues that will affect me and my island.
So whether you're young
Or young at heart,
Please register.
Zambota.
Afade, I'm Simon Sanchez. I'm running for the CCU, and I approve this message. Let's continue our progress.
Hafide, and welcome back. Adult use of marijuana is now legal in the CNMI. Could Guam be far behind? Medicinal marijuana was approved in a voter referendum here almost 4 years ago, but a lack of rules and regulations have stalled implementation, Nick.
Yeah, Chris, now a new bill to legalize home-cultivated pot for medical purposes will be up for debate at next week's legislative session. Nestor Lecanto reports.
Senator Luis Muña is the author of the legislation, which allows for limited home grow to help needy patients until Guam's medicinal marijuana law is finally implemented. In the few days since the CNMI's adult use law was passed, she says many have asked why not follow suit.
Everyone's telling me that if we just went ahead and just passed an adult use program, that this will make the medicinal program just take off. But I still personally feel like it's not. Because we had the electorate vote in support of medicinal program, I still think that we should do that.
But nearly 4 years after the referendum, the program rules and regulations have still not been implemented. So Muña believes her interim measure stands a good chance with her colleagues.
I don't doubt that they won't fully support it, but a lot of their specifics is what stalls the program. So hopefully we can accomplish that before we actually get, or when we get to the floor, and then we can pass it.
She says the CNMI law could be the catalyst for the rules and regs to finally be pushed through.
It's very different the way people react to cannabis 4 years ago as the way they are now. They're more willing to support it. So that's the feeling that I'm getting.
Also on next week's agenda is a bill by Senator Dennis Rodriguez to waive certain requirements for labs and dispensaries that have in part helped stall implementation of the marijuana law. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
The historic moment for the Northern Mariana Islands, you can't light up just yet. Our partners at KSPN2 News have more from the signing ceremony of the marijuana legalization bill.
Hafide Guam, here are the top headlines for CNMI. Governor Ralph Torres inks the bill to legalize marijuana in the Northern Marianas. Here are the details. The Cannabis Act of 2018 has been signed by Governor Ralph Torres, the first step in legalizing marijuana in the CNMI.
I signed the bill today. Public Law 20-66 does not allow you to smoke marijuana today. It is a bill that has time frame. This gives us 30 days for Mayor of Rhoda, Mayor of Tinian, Mayor of the Northern Island, and myself to appoint 5 members altogether and have the respective delegation pass. Once the 5 members come into commission within 30 days, then the commission has 180 days to promulgate rules and regulation. In the same time, that's when I ask the legislatures to please act on the forthcoming bill to address my concerns on this cannabis bill.
Some people feel relief that the bill has been signed.
It's going to be positive change. It's not going to be kids going crazy, people walking down the street smoking marijuana. It's not going to be like that. And people need to just be objective, open-minded, and give it a chance.
It was a big decision for you, and I'm happy that you're able to at least give us an opportunity to move forward with a statute on the regulation of cannabis in the CNMI.
Others have concerns about legalizing marijuana in the CNMI that must be addressed.
Governor, yes, you did highlight some of the concerns. The legislature stands ready to work on those concerns to ensure that the cannabis law works for the CNMI.
We did say we're going to come up with a companion bill to address many of the issues that were not in the current bill, and the governor has already articulated some of those concerns. But I did say that we were going to wait until the governor acts. There was no sense in coming up with a bill that would set forth what the fee structure was going to be if the governor ends up vetoing the bill. So now that he has signed it, and he will be forwarding most of those concerns to us.
Stay with KSPN2 as we continue to follow these future developments. Reporting, Ashley McDowell.
For more news, visit saipantv.com. For KSPN2, I'm Ashley McDowell.
It's that time again to bring you more candidates who will be making their way to the general election this November. Joining Nestor Lecanto on D18 tonight will be Democrat senatorial candidates Sabina Perez and Republican senatorial candidate Janae Uggan. It's your chance to interact with the candidates. Watch our live stream on Facebook and post your questions in the comments section so we can get it to them. Then join us on the after party as we bring on James Turbio, Roy Respicio, and Logan Regis and our analysts in studio to talk everything election and about how tonight's candidates did on the show. D18 tonight is coming up right after prime time.
Well, sailors have anchored on Guam. Thousands of military personnel from the aircraft carrier USS Ronald Reagan are now at liberty, eager to enjoy days in the sun.
But for one group in particular, their families were waiting with open arms. Carmen Terlahi has more.
With signs in their hands, families couldn't wait to hug their sailors and airmen who've been at sea on the USS Ronald Reagan.
He's been in the ship for about 2 months. He's been away for quite a while. He's stationed in Japan, and we can't wait for him to be with us and spend some time with us and be one big happy family.
Christine is the mother of Christian Dela Cruz, an aviation ordnance airman we first met aboard the carrier. His brother Patrick, sister Kira, stepdad Ron, grandma Susan, and granddad Danny were all smiles to welcome him home.
I miss on picking on him. We miss him every day.
I'm really proud of Christian. I love him so much. I can't wait to see him.
Moments later, the family from Dededo spotted their sailor.
Man, there's like no words to describe how blessed I am, given this opportunity to serve my country, at the same time coming home.
With the warm half a day, many of these sailors we met aboard the USS Ronald Reagan are coming home.
About 2 years, it's going to be my first time home, so I'm really excited. Obviously my first time home with the ship. Excited to show all our friends the sights and the food, make them try some finadeni.
She's from the village of Jonia. Tiana Cruz Kesawal, cryptologic technician collection first class, says she can't wait to eat her favorite food.
Jonia rules. I'm going to go get some finadeni, some keliguin. I think they got some ready for me at the house when we get back.
For information systems technician Gina Sampson, it's been nearly 20 years since she's been home.
How does it feel to be back home?
Good. Last time I was here was in 1999, so it's been a while. I want the food. I want to get back in the water, go hiking. It's crazy. I'm ready.
The most senior Chamorro military personnel on board coordinated the homecoming. Commander Ivan Borja from Santa Rita is the weapons officer or gun boss for the ship.
It's always good to be home.
The homecoming, he says, is helpful for younger sailors still getting used to life aboard the ship.
It's nonstop. This is what we do so everybody can have liberty and freedom around the world.
Sailors from the USS Reagan are also set to volunteer in the community this week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
And welcome home to many of them. Thank you, Carmen, for that story. Well, it was a night of glitz and glamour. The crowd showing up for the annual Red Ball event held at the Dusitani Resort in Tumon on Saturday. This year's theme was Archangels, celebrating the angels in our community. Attendees coming together to celebrate and support all that the American Red Cross on Guam does to help those in need, including with the disaster relief efforts provided following Typhoon Mangkhut.
Who'll take home the title of Miss World Guam 2018? We're just weeks out from finding out. Reigning Miss World Guam Destiny Cruz addressed the 6 lovely ladies vying for the coveted crown in a special kickoff ceremony held this morning.
I had an amazing experience as Miss World Guam. I learned so much, and I feel that I've grown so much as a person. And I think the biggest thing that I would advise you ladies today is just to speak from your heart. Don't worry about trying to sound perfect, because none of us are perfect at the end of the day, and it really matters that you get your message across as genuine as possible.
The beauty contest is the only one with a focus on beauty with a purpose. Pageant night is set for October 15th at the Sheraton Laguna Guam Resort. Get your tickets via your favorite contestant or call 482-5763. The winner will represent Guam in Sanya, China in December.
And we'll see you again, Chris, on the stage, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, Miss World Guam.
Well, sports is next, but first a look at your island weather.
easy is it to earn reward points using the Alpha Plus app? Here, let me show you. Simply register with the all-new Alpha Plus app and earn reward points while making purchases at your favorite stores you already shop at. Just present the app to any authorized representative to earn your points. Now that was easy. Alpha Plus, make every day a plus.
It's just amazing to see the marathon grow year after year. This is the 6th year and it keeps getting bigger and better. And this race really encompasses everything that Guam's about. It's really bringing together visitors and our local people for a world-class event. And it's the best thing that we do every year.
Love makes you do crazy things. Like sneaking the triple-double crunch wrap into the theater with double the layers you love. Along with 2 crunchy tacos and a medium soda. Careful, that double crunch may land you in movie jail. The triple-double crunch wrap box from Taco Bell.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Before I get the show started, I want to say what's up to my little homie, Jeremiah Carbolito, who attends League One Elementary School and plays youth football for the Angels. He says he watches the show, so let's get right to it. Girls high school volleyball between the Teason High Titans and Simon Sanchez Sharks. Check it out. The home team Titans have turned their season around after putting a few wins together. Teasing up on the Sharks 10-4 in the first set with some good play on the defensive side of the ball. Precious Pexon put down a shot for the Titans to keep the lead in their favor 15-5. Teammate Yalicia Jorda added a kill a few plays later to keep the Titans up 18-8. Jade Torrey recorded 2 kills for the Lady Sharks as they scored 4 straight points and trailed 18-12. Torrey finished the set with 4 kills. Erin Palsane with an ace late in the match, 22-15. Teason High looking to close out the set. Yalicia Jorda served up an ace to put the Titans ahead 24-18, while a hitting error by the Sharks gave the first set win to the Titans 25-18. Teason picked up the win at home after taking the second set 25-19. 80 golfers took part in the annual GCC Foundation Par Excellent Golf Tournament at Leo Palace Resort. Congratulations to Annie Borja and Ed Castro with their 68.6 net score to take home the top prize. The annual 2-man best ball event benefits the GCC Foundation, which